If your life was a book, then each day would be a page. Would you fill those pages with thoughts, words, and experiences that evolve you, or would you focus on that which causes you to stress, worry, and age? Well, the truth is that your life is a book indeed. And incredible as it may seem, the majority of you deem it necessary to let that book be written by circumstances and people that don't dream the same dream that you dream. And co-created with God means that you're not merely a spectator being carried along by a wandering breeze, but the essence of God which He breathed into you enables you to create, attract, manifest, and be. So what is the title of your book? Depression? Do you take responsibility for what is written on each page, or do you leave that up to another person? So that makes no sense. You see, if you don't take control, then by people and circumstances, you will be controlled. Now, forget everything that you were ever told about the things that tomorrow may or may not unfold, because truth be told, the pen that records the events of each day was given to you to hold. And jot down on each page which represents each day like a boss in your household. But you're anxious because you don't know what tomorrow may bring. But then what do you expect? The next page in your book hasn't even yet been written. But if you focus on the present, or should I say the current page, it will give you a clue as to what will be given. Given that you don't keep revisiting the pages of the past and all the shit that you went through that burdened you and kept you downcast, and then at long last, when you were able to overcome and surpass the troubles of the past, why do you insist on rereading the tragedies like an obsessed jackass, regurgitating and reabsorbing the pain like a sadomasochist instead of tearing out those pages real fast and allowing your mind to remain in the present where you will find some peace at last? If your life was a book, then each day would be a page. Are you able to tell me the number of pages your book will consist of? Or the amount of chapters you would have penned by the time you reach the end, or when the angel of death arrives and demands that breath of life because it is to be delivered to the source from which it came? And as you look back at the life that you've lived, knowing that your book is now completed, you're going to remember the people that you hurt, those you didn't forgive, and all the ones that you mistreated. And you will long to go back and try to undo some of the damage you've done, but you will be burdened with anguish and at the realization that death you will never overcome. Not physically anyway. And you should have done all the things that you now long to do when you had a chance, while the pen was still in your hand and the angel of death was far away in the distance. When you had the opportunity to appreciate the people in your life but chose instead to neglect them, for instance. You should have apologized more when you had the opportunity, been more kind and patient, and contributed more to humanity. You should have handled every interaction with integrity and be peaceful, but your desire for prosperity led you to invest more time in material gain than in people. And now your time is up and you're on your way to meet your maker. And you're wondering if the life that you lived was good enough for Him to want to take you. So much uncertainty, regrets, and so many questions. What would you do differently if your time was extended and you could go back and reestablish connections? Would you value people more, pray regularly, and go to confession? I don't know. Each their own, I guess, but you know what you need to work on. Because if today was your last day, instead of things, it would be people that your time would be spent on. So take your pen and carefully fill out each page. Because if your life was a book, then you never know. Today could be your last page.